Welcome everyone to episode 5 of This Week in WWE. I am your host, the most electrifying man on YouTube, Rise18. And just gonna go over the week, of course going over last week. We start off with the granddaddy of them all. We start off with WrestleMania 28, the once in a lifetime match between John Cena versus The Rock, but that'll be later on in the episode. As you just heard, you heard the official WrestleMania 28 theme, Invincible, by MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. What did you guys think about WrestleMania after I explain about my thoughts? We start off with the night with America the Beautiful by Lillian Garcia. A great opening to the show. Then we would have is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Bryan and Sheamus. Bryan would be beat by Sheamus in 18 seconds due to Bryan kissing his girlfriend AJ, which he later referred on Friday Night SmackDown as the kiss of death, which had cost him the World Heavyweight Championship. Then we would move on is to Randy Orton versus Kane. A very okay match, not compared to what they would do later on in the week on Friday Night SmackDown, but a pretty good match. Kane would win by chokeslamming Randy Orton from the top rope. Then we move on is to the Intercontinental Championship match between Cody Rhodes and The Big Show. The Big Show has been made fun of by Cody Rhodes during the past couple of weeks, with Rhodes showing multiple clips of Big Show and his most embarrassing moments. But the Big Show would pull off with the victory with the knockout blow. Big Show winning his very first Intercontinental Championship. So congratulations to the Big Show. Maybe he can make this title more prestigious. We'll find out in these upcoming weeks and upcoming months, as he is the Intercontinental Champion. Then we move on to Kelly and Maria Menounos from Extra versus Divas Champion Beth Phoenix and Eve. Basically, we all know a celebrity has never lost every time that they have been in a WWE programming. So pretty much Kelly and Maria Menounos win, with Maria Menounos rolling up Beth Phoenix. So pretty quick match. We will then move on to The Undertaker versus Triple H in the End of an Era match with your special guest referee Shawn Michaels in a Hell in a Cell match. What a match. I can't explain how out of my seat I was since I was there. I mean, I was just out. I couldn't even, along with the fans, we were just in awe of everything that was happening. When I saw the DX signature move between Shawn Michaels hitting Taker with the Sweet Chin Music, then Triple H hitting him with the pedigree, I thought that was over. I was like, no, and then Undertaker, thank God, kicked out. Then we would have the Undertaker using the sledgehammer, not Triple H. Triple H would be stopped multiple times in the match. Undertaker would grab it from him, step on the sledgehammer as Triple H was to grab it. And it was just brutal. And then the one thing that would end the match is with Triple H doing the DX chop to the Undertaker. But before that, before I want to end this match, there was necessarily no need to have blood in this match. This was just a match that was brutal. It proved to be better than what they did last year in the No Holds Barred match that they had between each other. Everyone was saying, how could they top what they did last year? They really did top it. The Undertaker, now going forward, the Undertaker would then tombstone Triple H out of ignorance for what Triple H had did with the DX chop. Then Undertaker would win. He would be 20-0, but Triple H would be down on the ground. Undertaker would be assisted up by the special guest referee Shawn Michaels. They would hug it out. And then they would both pick up Triple H, bring him up to the entrance ramp, and they would all, in a sense, ending of an era, hugging each other, and basically saying that this is the end of an era. I don't know if we're ever going to see The Undertaker wrestle. Triple H has signed to a 3-year to a 5-year contract with the WWE to wrestle, so we could see Triple H wrestle, but not probably at WrestleMania. With Shawn Michaels, he's retired. He has his own show now, so I guess he's fine in his situation. With The Undertaker, I don't think there's no need for him to come back, even though you guys know I'm a major Undertaker fan. But there is no need for him to come back at WrestleMania. He could have matches like on SmackDown and stuff and still be a major superstar because these young guys still need that guidance from the Attitude Era. Because technically those three guys are the main guys that have been there ever since the Attitude Era ended back in 2002 or whenever you want to consider the Attitude Era ending. The Rock was also a part of the era, but was gone for the past 8 years due to acting. But then would later return last year to face John Cena at WrestleMania 28. Then we would have is the Best in the World going at it, and this was a kind of an ease match. I think this match shouldn't have happened after the end of an era match. It wasn't fit in right because we were all exhausted from yelling and screaming of the last match of the end of an era match. But anyway, these guys gave up a show. Technically, this match wasn't for someone to be the WWE champion. It was more to prove who was the best in the world and who would be on the top of the charts in the WWE. Would it be Chris Jericho? Would it be CM Punk? CM Punk and Chris Jericho would counter their finishers multiple times. CM Punk would win with the Anaconda Vice, which was predicted. Like I said, I was predicting CM Punk would win, and of course with the Anaconda Voice. If you haven't seen my prediction video, you guys can check that out, even though it's been a week since WrestleMania, but that's fine. Then we would move on to the once-in-a-lifetime match between John Cena and The Rock. We have Machine Gun Kelly coming out, singing his song Invincible, and also quoting, saying that John Cena would be going up against one of the biggest egos in the company. That really pissed me off. And the way that both people came out, as in both singers, as in Machine Gun Kelly and Flo Rida. Flo Rida would come out to The Rock. I think they should have dressed more proper, not with Machine Gun Kelly having a muscle shirt on. He has no muscles. It's just tattoo covered. He's a tattoo covered guy. And Flo Rida just being shirtless and then having his boxers showing halfway up, which is, I guess, fine if whatever he wants to do. But he should have had dressed more appropriate. But it was still a good performance by both men. Flo Rida is a major fan of The Rock, but we would have John Cena coming out with a new color, green, even though he's already had that color a few years ago. I think back in 2008 or 2009, around that time period. The Rock would come out with his new attire with the Rise Above the Hate. Then we would have is The Rock coming out. The Rock looking great. I was excited for this match. Everyone was excited. At least we weren't exhausted because before that we would get Brodus Clay with a bunch of his mamas coming out, and that entertained us. And one thing I liked about WrestleMania was the fireworks. The fireworks went along great with CM Punk's entrance. With everyone's end of the match, I mean, the fireworks were just amazing. Good job by WWE. They went all out. The pyrotechnics guys, you guys went all out. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys did a good job at WrestleMania 28. Now going back to the match, The Rock and John Cena gave it their all. The Rock did not look weak. A lot of people have been pointing out that The Rock was looking weak in the match just because he was getting thrown onto the barricade on his chest on the announce table and was being weak and had passed out to the STF, but then would regain himself, and as John Cena would mimic The Rock to try to do the people's elbow, taking off his upper armband, The Rock would get up quickly, rock bottom John Cena's ass, and 1, 2, 3, you have The Rock beating John Cena for The Rock to solidify himself as one of the greatest superstars in the WWE. Pretty much that's basically it for WrestleMania 28. Now we move on to Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw would start off with the Great One coming out and vowing that one day you guys will see The Rock become WWE Champion once again. Now this kind of screw over CM Punk if The Rock goes after CM Punk in maybe later months or whenever. Technically it could, because The Rock will automatically get the title because Vince McMahon and The Rock have always been close. Even when The Rock was in the movie business, they've always been close. A lot of Rock's movies has been credited by the WWE studios. But that's not the point. But we all know that The Rock will once again beat the WWE champion as he vowed. Then we would have a CM Punk being defeated by Mark Henry via countout. Chris Jericho would come out saying, "I'm gonna make you an alcoholic like your father," bringing out a Jack Daniels, pouring it over Punk, then bringing a second bottle of Jack Daniels and smashing him over the head with the Jack Daniels bottle. CM Punk would be out. Then later on in the night, we would have John Cena coming out, and prior to the event, we would hear during the hour prior to Monday Night Raw that Cena hadn't even arrived to the building yet. So everyone was questioning: is Cena upset? Is he leaving the company? What is he doing? Um, Cena was at the event. He came in at the end of the night. He wanted for The Rock to come out and show that he has respect for The Rock, and it always has. He just hated how The Rock left, for 8 years, and now decided to come back and all that bullshit that happened last year, which we don't need to hear again. The Rock did not come out. We would get the return of the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. Everyone was on their feet. That Miami crowd, both nights, gave it their all. I loved it. This is the way the WWE should be. And that's just the main thing. I think every week the WWE should be electric, just like the crowd was in Miami for the past 2 nights at WrestleMania 28, and then the following night on Monday Night Raw. Lesnar would come out. F5 John Cena. What will this happen tonight on Monday Night Raw? You guys let me know down below. But before that, let me talk quickly about Friday Night SmackDown. Pretty much, Del Rio gets his shot with Sheamus, would fail. Sheamus would get fined by the WWE for hitting a ref with a bro kick. Daniel Bryan would state that the kiss of death given by AJ would cost him the World Heavyweight Championship. And the Randy Orton and Kane would have a great match with each other on Friday Night SmackDown. Randy Orton would actually win this one with the RKO. Let me know what you guys think about all this down below. I'm out, guys. What did you guys think about WrestleMania 28? What did you guys think about Raw and Brock Lesnar returning? What did you think about Daniel Bryan being defeated by Sheamus in 18 seconds? And that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm out, guys. Peace.